Good evening and tonight, viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Deltarune. This is Three Roads Gaming. Now let's ride. Last time, we beat up Queen. And this time, we're going to finish up Chapter 2. For realsies this time. We'll learn more about the knight next chapter. There are about 1 million theories as to who the knight is. And I've got one too. I think, based on what I've seen, it's Frasier from Frasier. No, I'm just kidding. I have a real theory. I might mention it at one point. So yeah, she basically... I think the goal is she kind of wants to use Noelle as a fountain, honey, darling, sweetie gravy. She kind of wants to use Noelle as a fountain battery. Yeah, I mean, if we had to take on someone that giant, there's no way that we'd win. I mean, if we had to take on someone whose form was that Titanic... I'm sorry, I meant Titanic, viewers. Titanic is what I meant. I like Susie's, well, I mean, I like all their falling sprites. Yeah, basically everyone you've recruited will join you. I believe I got everyone. This song is called Knock You Down. Or at least the song that was playing before. It's a reference to a song from Live Alive. Specifically the Akira... Well, no, not Akira. I don't remember his name. The fighter guy. The one that's basically like a Street Fighter ripoff. Yeah, the first round is pretty easy. Yeah, she basically has 3 lives. Give me 3 rounds. Each round she gets better. Do a self-fix. Now let's try duck mode. Alright, we'll self-fix. Alright, round 3. I use light candy. I guess if I use an item, it'll do that. And yeah, she's gonna loop her own dialogue. Hell yeah. There we are. And I won. That scene also felt very Mischief Makers. Like grabbing the detachable hand. I like how Kris is just chill. Very, very reminiscent of after Gigas disappears. No, it's basically the lesson from Omori, which is, don't be escapist. Anyway, y'all know the rumbling from Attack on Titan. That's basically what this is, more or less. Like a bad thing happens, and then there's a bunch of Titans. Damn, Attack on Titan kind of fell off. Like, not so much in quality, I don't think, but just in terms of popularity. Like, it was really weird watching Toonami still promote the hell out of him when they're like... It's like, oh, okay, y'all are still here. I mean, it wasn't like a robot chicken...
The manga had a turn that, like, a lot of Westerners appreciate.
Yeah, it might have been.
It had a lot of, like, Nazi-esque imagery going on in some flashback sequences that basically, like...
I think it still had solid ratings.
The Americans didn't like it. The Europeans didn't like it.
I think I think it had solid ratings throughout, I guess, or else they wouldn't have removed it from Toonami. It was just wild, like, oh, you're still around.
I mean, it still had solid enough ratings, but the mainstream popularity of it kind of died off at that point.
It wasn't...
People stopped reading the comic.
It wasn't like with Robot Chicken, where, like, they were still airing it. It was just like, oh yeah, Robot Chicken's next, bye.
Yeah.
Like, when Robot Chicken first came out, it was like top of every ad break, check out Robot Chicken. Yeah. By season 11, they were like, okay, here, bye.
With Attack on Titan, they probably had to pay for the licensing in advance.
That's true.
So they would have had paid licensing for the entire run of the series. And desperately trying to get people to tune in on it so they could make that money off it.
That is true. Anyway, Queen ended up being a real one. She doesn't really want there to be a fountain. Tindergoodbye.exe. Oh, and everybody laughs. I'm sure all of the chapters will end this happily. All of them. So if you were doing Snowgrave route, basically, you'd skip most of Pandora Palace, and then you'd show up here, and Neo Spamton would block you. So basically, you fight Neo Spamton until you run down his HP to a pretty low value. Then he basically maxes out his defense. And you've kind of got to, what you kind of got to do is just keep hoping that someone will show up. And then finally, you're like, hope for that Noel will save you. And he's like, oh, you're hoping for her? Oh, okay. And oh, is it cold in here? And you hear the Snowgrave sound. Also, in that one, Birdley does not wake up. He's gonna wake up here. As far as the game is continued, he does not wake up thus far. He appears to be in a type of coma. Like, clearly they've got him in a hospital room. So he's still alive, just not conscious. Fountain. Yeah, Birdley would still be unconscious if we had done Snowgrave all the way. Also, if I had defeated Queen through physical violence, his arm would be broken. Yeah, she's checking to see if Susie has a tail. So there's some more stuff you can do if you're playing on Snowgrave. You can go talk to her and, well, her dad's in the hospital. You can go talk to her there. And essentially, if you moved a piece of equipment from, I think her to Kris, or vice versa, you can basically, like, tell her that wasn't a dream. And then she'll look at, like, the watch that Kris is wearing and be like, that's my watch. Then it kind of ends there. Extra maracas. We gotta go to the school first. I guess it's over this way. Maybe this way. Oh yeah. The library is near the school. Anyway, we'll go to Castletown and spit everyone out. Obviously, if you did Snowgrave, you wouldn't have recruited anybody. She'd be like... Queen would be like, it's very empty. And then Trashy shows up. Sukity. I don't really care to talk that. I'm not going to show everything off. I want you all to experience some of it for yourself. That's my official reason, not that I'm lazy. Okay, so we can't go further past because Alphys. QC's Diner. Quality Control's Diner. A trousel, huh? Of bones, you might say. Sans is pretty much the same. Papyrus still hasn't appeared at this point. Jerky, it's a legume. That was painful. Free pickles. Anyway, yeah, that was painful. You know, I'm the sicko that looks at all the milks to find the best expiration date. I mean, we all do that. Unless you know you're gonna be using the milk like in its entirety soon. Like if you're making some milk-based dessert. Hey, it's Froggin. Anyway, this is Asriel's, not Asriel, Asgore's shop. Anyway, let's go home. Everyone loves pie. I think the can fell. I think the implication is that Susie does not have a good home life. I don't even know if she has a home. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, Susie's gonna, not Susie. Kris is gonna rip out the soul again. Again, a major plot point, especially made explicitly clear in Snowgrave, is that Kris does not like being controlled by the soul. Kris will expressly... Like, basically, if you're on the Snowgrave route in Chapter 4, Kris will kind of just try to beat the shit out of the soul. But yeah, you do need flour to make a pie. I guess they bake it from scratch. But the pie's nearly done. You baked it, and you didn't put any sugar in there. Pie's gonna be nasty. That better be a savory pie for your money. Yeah, Susie's gonna pretend to call. I don't know, like, what her home life is. That'd be fun. I don't know how likely it is. Might have to do like a Sword Art Online thing where, like, Kirito made that robot for Yui, the little fairy girl that's basically his daughter. And yeah, she drank some apple shampoo. Who to say? I'll say Ralsei. Again, while we, the soul, picked Ralsei, Kris, the character, seems confused by that. She's gonna fall asleep immediately. As you do. So, oh, yeah, Kris slashed the tires, I think. Because Kris is about to do something wild. I don't think Kris is asleep. Then once we're all tucked in bed, Kris is going to do something crazy. Come on, Kris, we don't have all day. Anyway, I'm going to stick the soul on the couch. It's going to kind of lumber over. Gonna grab a knife. Create another fountain. I think the implication again is they're trying to straight up like kill the soul. I don't think Kris is the knight. I think someone else is the knight. And that's all she wrote for chapter 2. Four friggin' years we had to wait for this. Four years. Oh well, though. At least we got it. So yeah, that's Deltarune Chapter 2. That was a good, really good chapter. Really set some stuff in motion. Anyway, next time we'll start Chapter 3. Yep. We'll eventually get Chapter 3. I'm going to continue to chapter 3 just to ensure that I have that option. I'm not going to show off any of it. I just basically want to ensure that I have a completed file by which to begin this chapter. Alright. See here. Not chapter select, no. No. Ah. Yeah, the load times are a little much between chapters, but that's about it. Alright. Not chapter select this time. Chapter 2 files. Okay, I can do that. Alright, cool. Alright, well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Next time, we will start Chapter 3. This has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.